Alright guys, we're here at the Wick. Man, this is one of my favorite races of the year. You guys know me, you know I'm a South Jersey sand pit local. So, you know, sand pits, sand tracks, it's like my second home. So, super stoked to be here, super stoked for High Point and to build off of that coming into this weekend. We're heading up to go watch press day right now. Unfortunately, didn't get press day, but it's all good. Gonna go watch some of these local boys go hit it on a flat track and hopefully do the same myself tomorrow. So yeah, unfortunately we got B group tomorrow. After getting top 30 at High Point, they put me in the A group for this weekend. So unfortunately we won't be in the first qualifying session with the flat track, but we'll be out there with the A group boys. So we'll be able to go throw it down, try to latch onto one of these factory dudes and try to put that heater down. But nonetheless, stoked to be here and let's go watch some press.
Okay, but normally the locals are going to be in the mix. They defend their turf fiercely here at Southwick. And like no other track we go to as well. There's always some heavy hitters, some local guys. Anywhere we go, but Southwick is just there's something special about them.
Alright, well, just got finished done watching press. Dude, it's crazy how fast this track breaks down. Like, they probably did like a 25-30 minute session or something, and dude, the track is just absolutely roached already. Everything's rutted off the faces. Just fucking watched my dad try to go do not press, jeez. Just had my dad over at Sound and failed. So we're gonna go try and figure out how we can get the bike a little bit quieter and hopefully pass Sound, because I mean, I don't know. I only have a stock bike, stock pipe. My bike's bone stock, so I don't know. I'm not sure what we can do to get it to pass Sound, but we're gonna try and repack the stocker and see what we can do. But dude, look at this hill down into the Wick. Just climbed this thing on the one wheel. This one wheel gets it, dude. All right, well, a little update. So Pop said that they actually aren't doing mandatory Sound. You're able to just go down there and see if your bike will pass. So it's good to get down there and see how loud my bike actually is, just so in the next couple of weeks when Sound is mandatory, we're passing and don't have to have any problems. So yeah, gonna try and get this pipe repacked and get her back down there and see if we can quiet her up a little bit. But either way, we're all okay for the weekend. So Pop's hard at work though, right, Pop?
Yeah.
You're the man.
Can you maybe grab a table for me so I have something to work?
All right, it's race day. Here we are, baby. It's time to go sand surf. Bike is looking stellar, fresh, vented number plate, homemade, custom, some fresh KSR wheels, kite hubs, shee! Race wheels looking purty. Come on, son. It's gonna be a good day, baby. A group, gonna go latch onto one of these factory boys and go put her in this first session. What do you guys say, Pop?
Hook on to somebody and make it happen. First couple laps and then make it happen, dude.
Yes, sir. I definitely think my suspension was like way too slow because we just kind of trying to be ahead of the 8-ball today this time. Normally we're like playing catch up with suspension, so we tried to take a suggestion and go slower before the day started, and it was just too slow. There's like all this chop coming into the corners is hard. It's not like just a bottomless pit like you would think.
It's not big rollers coming in, it's chop.
Yeah, well, the chop that's forming, it's hard pack, you know what I mean? Like, not hard pack, but it's not just bottomless, you know, like you would think this place would be. So, thankfully, when I pulled in, we sped it up, that felt way better. I feel like my front could almost go even a little bit more, maybe. But aside from that, not bad. I don't feel like I put the best laps down. I feel like the rain coming onto my goggles was like, it was tough. Like, I feel like I pulled almost all my tear-offs within my first 2 laps, you know what I mean? Just trying to make sure I had clear vision on my hot lap. I'd probably pull like 2 or 3 tear-offs, you know what I mean? I probably pulled 2 just on the opening lap, and then 3 and 3 or whatever it was, you know, I only had 7, so wish I would have put a second stack on for sure. Either way, I didn't feel like, you know, I don't know. Not my best performance in my opinion, you know what I mean? And I think the track's only gonna get slower, but hopefully maybe I could go a little bit faster in the next one. I definitely feel like I usually have to get like a first one out of the way. Obviously here, the first one's important to make it happen in, but I don't know, we'll see. I feel good though. That suspension change felt good. The track's good, honestly. All the corners get blown out so fast though. It's like, you know, that first B group qualifying session, those outsides, everything's perfect. Like you can just hammer, you know what I mean? Like I think I was like a second slower than what we said a 209 was, was what they were running. And yeah, like I was running that with blown out corners compared to them guys riding the highway, you know what I mean? So overall not bad, just have to try and clean things up and get a better lap. I didn't really get to toe in behind like a factory rider like I wanted to, but I didn't really have anybody get in my way too bad, so we'll see.
I mean, you looked good, but you're just losing time a little bit here and there, you know?
Tight. My first couple of opening laps weren't bad, and then like the track just developed so fast and my suspension was just slow, and it felt like it was getting worse and worse as the practice went on. So, but thankfully I pulled in and did that change and tried to Well, the track was definitely rougher and it was definitely a lot slower too, obviously. And yeah, I mean, I felt like I rode better. You got to get it done in that first one here at the Wick, dude. And yeah, I mean, I hate like making excuses, but if we would have never went slower, it probably would have been a lot better the first session, you know what I mean? With keeping my rebound faster. Pulled in, went a little faster on my front end, and that helped with all the chop coming into the corners a lot. And at that point, I wasn't able to get another lap put in after that for the second session. But everybody went slower anyway. There was no way I was going faster in that one anyway. So looking to the LCQ, got to go get a start. Track position is everything, especially in the LCQ. I got a couple of laps to get her done, so just get ready for the LCQ, man. Just try to replicate High Point with another hole shot. I was riding good.
You were moving, dude, like...
Just a shitty fucking start, dude. Just terrible start.
Dude, I mean, I don't know. I have it on my phone, I think,
dude,
but...
I held it on as much as I could into the start, like into the first turn, but all those dudes from the outside, like I was buried off the start, you know what I mean? I only came out... Like I
but Ray cut over. I mean, I don't know. We'll watch it again. From where I was off to the side.
I got a terrible jump. As soon as I let my clutch out, I wheelied. I clutched all the way before I got to third, and they all just fucking came in like that. But kind of like where I was, I could have ran it in and really got dicey. But you know, you usually there's always like a first turn crash here because in
Yeah,
the
but I
LCQ,
feel like you were
everybody just-
outside of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so.
but even still, like I've had it happen to me here.
No,
before,
I
you
know,
what
but I
mean?
feel like
Being further outside, but still, like those guys that came in to pinch me off, they pinched me off, and that was why I let off, and then they all just kind of went wide again.
Yeah.
And I kind of like got back on it for a second, try and sneak up the inside or like, you know, middle a little bit more, but I came out buried like probably 15 to 20 or something, dude.
Dude, at least.
I made so many passes on the first couple of laps, like I don't even know like where I was at by like, you know, after the first or second lap, but I was probably all the way into the top 10 already. And then
you came out of the back on the first lap around 11 or 12 or 13, somewhere's in there, and then got a couple guys, and then I guess Rodbell or somebody fell on that hill.
There's a big fucking G out in
Yeah.
on the exit roller out of that inside rut.
Yeah.
And they all just fucking piled up onto
Yeah,
each
somebody
other.
flipped over the handlebars, and then two guys ran
Yeah,
into
I
him.
almost ran into like everybody. It was
Yeah.
all just like chaos right
Yeah.
there. But then, I mean, yeah, that gave me like 3 spots right there. But then after that, like, I was just trying to like catch that group in front of me. I could see Ricky. I knew Ricky was up there. I wasn't sure exactly where he was at, but I was like, I kind of lost a little bit of the touch on Ricky for a second because I got caught in that battle with Nelson because I made a mistake. Ricky got through those couple of guys really quick. It took me like another lap or so to get around those couple of guys, and Harrison or whoever, 81, I don't know, was holding me up so bad. Like, I mean, he was moving too, like moving forward, but at one point, dude, like, he was holding me up, and then that's why like Trevin got back around me because I tried to take a different line, and then. But I mean, overall, I rode really good, and I was moving forward. I just gotta start up front, dude. Gotta start up front, like. So I don't even know, probably like a 15 to 20th place start, back to 5th. Missed it by 1 spot, like.
Yeah, we'll look at my phone and see what it looks like.
Alright guys, well, that's a wrap on the Wick. Not the way I wanted it to go, but it's how it goes sometimes. Struggled in qualifying. Just got to get better at getting it right out there and attacking the track and riding like I know how. I usually don't come to my senses until the LCQ, and I struggled on bike setup. I went the wrong way prior to the first qualifier, and then kind of were just playing catch up the rest of the sessions, and second quali was a lot slower. Tried to go up for first moto and second moto as first alternate because I got 5th in the LCQ, but everybody showed up, so that was pretty much it for us. Just hung out, watched the motos, and yeah, just enjoyed the time while we were here, and just got to work on sprint speed for qualifying, and got to get my start reps in because starts are huge, and got to start up front, hang with these boys, and make it happen. So without further ado, or I guess nonetheless, that's pretty much it. Me and Pops are out of here. We live to fight another day. Gonna go put the work in this week, get ready for Redbud next weekend, and that's it, man. Just keep trying to be better every day. So until the next one, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and see you at Redbud. You.